Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole elect of Israel, the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Valley of all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So we got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. While the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether concepted or not. In the sincere salutation to all the ark and pushing the truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, within the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning. You few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from Jim Mesolano, coming at you with another lesson of truth, facts, faith, and education. Another data education. Lord willing to be edifying. So I titled this lesson, The Lord's Reasoning for False Prophets. The Lord's reasoning for false prophets. Lord willing to be edifying. There's a lot going on. And the main thing that Yahweh Shah said is, be not deceived, for many shall come saying, I am the anointed, right? Meaning these guys supposed to have the truth. Follow them. Well, the Lord also said that these guys will lead you into a hole, man, into a ditch, man. Let me get this. And what's the reason for Yahweh Shema Shah setting up these false prophets in the first place? To deceive. They to deceive, man. This is the Lord set these guys. Remember, the Lord made the left hand side too, and He made the left hand side perfect, man. So this is Deuteronomy 13:1. It reads, "If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them." Why would the Lord do this? If the Lord said, let me get this. Let's get this first. In Exodus, right? In Exodus 34 and 14, it reads this. The Lord say, "For thou shalt worship no other God, for Yahweh, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power." Right? So why would the Lord do that, man? Let's get this one. Right here in Exodus, it say, Salakia. Exodus 27, it say, "Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh thy power in vain." Right? So why would the Lord set that up? Right here it say, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." Right? So let's go back to Deuteronomy. Why would the Lord, what's the reason for false prophets? It say, again, Deuteronomy 13:1, "If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and give thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Verse 3, so like it, get rid of this pop up. Verse 3, thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dream of dreams, for Yahweh your power proveth you. He proved you. He showed you who he is. He magnified his power on Egypt, on the Pharaoh, right? And the Egyptians. He said, for Yahweh your power proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord Yahweh your power with all your heart and with all your soul. See, this is the hopeful elect, the 2/3. The Lord know, man. He said every third and fourth generation, right? Will he visit the hopeful elect? But 2/3 is said in Deuteronomy 7:9, he will judge them to their face. Let me get that real quick. Because it said the Lord prove you. Because the Lord know your heart, man. Every which way we turn, when you think you're doing something sneaky, or you doing something righteous, or you doing something in between the lines, in the gray areas, it ain't no, that's the Lord, man. Everything that we think and we do, how we move, it's the Lord. It said the Lord, your power proveth you. Nobody know the heart but Yahweh Shema Shah, right? Real quick, in Deuteronomy 7, if you think you're doing something on the slide, man, it ain't you, man. It's the Lord, man. It's Deuteronomy 7:9. Now, this is a lamback precept from off of Exodus 20:6. It say, no, therefore, matter of fact, let me read that first. Let's read that first. Exodus. Let's get this first. So Exodus 20:5, right? It say, reading the point, it reads, it say, for I, the Lord Yahweh, thy power, am a jealous power, visited the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Right? This is verse 9. This is the precept to that verse, Exodus 20:6. Note therefore that the Lord Yahweh, thy power, he is power, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant with and mercy with them that love him, and his commandments to 1,000 generations, and repay of them that hate him to their face. So when you got these Trayvon Martins and these Mike Browns and Eric Garners and Breonna Taylors and what's this guy name? George Floyd. Hey, these are the ones the Lord said he's going to repay them to their face, man. Okay? Your Michael Jacksons and your what's this guy name that was marking that was scoffing with Mike Epps? What his name is? The guy that played in the movie Bones with Snoop. What's the guy? Ricky Harris, right? Ricky Harris and these guys, okay? And repay of them that hate him to their face to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hateth him. He will repay him to his face. You see? So, why would the Lord do this, man? If the Lord loved the whole world, why would he do this? Because the Lord made balance, man. He made balance up and down, left and right, right? Cold, hot. Let's get this. Proverbs 11:1. It reads, a false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight, right? Let's get this. It's Proverbs 16. It's Proverbs 16 in verse 11. It reads, a just weight and balance are the Lord's. All the weights of the bag are his work, right? So let's go back. Deuteronomy 13:1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dream of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or wonder, And the sign of the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Yahweh said his name is jealous, right? And don't worship no other God. So why would the Lord set this in the mix? We're going to show you. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dream of dreams. Who was that dream of dreams? One of them was Martin Lucifer Queen, man. Right? He said he have dreamed. That's in Jeremiah 23. For Yahweh your God proveth you to know whether you love the Lord Yahweh, your power with all your heart and with all your soul. When the Lord put you through trials and tribulations, are you going to turn back? Or are you going to just, hey, you might well deal with it, man. You was dealing with it in the world. When you was in the world, you might well deal with it in the truth. It say, you shall walk after the Lord Yahweh your God, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him, and cleave unto him. Verse 5. And that prophet or that dream of dreams shall be put to death, because he hath spoken to turn you away from Yahweh your power, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way, which Yahweh thy power commanded thee to walk in, so shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee. Right? It say, verse 6, if thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thy own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, Let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, namely, of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee, from the one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. Now we way over here on the other side of the earth, worshiping other gods. The Lord said, namely of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee. At this time, we was in the land of Israel, in Canaan, right? So the Lord say, even the gods that far from thee, where we at now? We far off on another country, worshiping what? Gods that are far off from thee, from one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth. Thou shalt not consent unto him. Who? Your brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, uncle, cousin, mama, daddy, nobody. Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither should thou pity him, neither should thou spare, neither should thou conceal him. Man, the Lord code. If your brother, your mother, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, uncle, nephew came and tried to entice you to go and serve some idols, neither shall thou conceal him. You supposed to say, hold on, Lord, this nigga trying to get me to go serve somebody else. It say, but thou shalt surely kill him, thy hand shall be first upon him to put him to death. Okay? And afterwards, the hand of all the people, man. The Lord called. Cause said, but thou shalt surely kill him. Thy hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterward the hands of the people. What's gonna be left when you put him to death? The Lord say, and afterward the hands of all the people, man. Just show you how wicked it is for false prophets, man. Because they're enticing you to go and serve other gods. Now here you got these guys telling you that you can take the MOTB, but you can repent. This somebody that's enticing you to go and serve other gods, man. It say, verse 10, thou shalt stone him with stones that he die. And we can't do that now. So what you do, you put these type of guys away from you, man. Okay? The Lord say, flee far away from these type of guys, man. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die, because he have sought to thrust thee away from Yahweh, thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. Okay? And all Israel shall hear and fear, and shall do no more any such wickedness as this is among you, man. And we can't do this today. So what we do, we put them far away from us, man. It say, if thou shalt hear and say in one of thy cities, which Yahweh thy power have given thee to dwell there, saying, certain men, the children of Belial, are gone out from among you, and have withdrawn the inhabitants of their city, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which ye have not known. Then should thou inquire and make search, and ask diligently, and behold, if it be true, and a thing certain that such abominations wrought among you, thou shalt surely smite the inhabitants of that city with the edge of the sword, destroying it utterly, and all that is therein, and the cattle thereof with the edge of the sword. And thou shalt gather all the spoils out of it into the midst of the street thereof, and shall burn with fire the city, and all the spoil thereof, every whit, for Yahweh thy power, and it say, and it shall be in heat forever, and shall not be built again. That city. That's why North America, Babylon the Great, gonna be destroyed, because you can worship any idol here, any deity, man. The mother of harlots, North America is known as. Revelation 17, man. That's why this place will never be inhabited again, man. Because you can do all manner of wickedness here in Babylon the Great. Women don't have to listen to their husbands. You commit adultery. You could be a transformer. Whatever it is, man. You want to sleep with animals, right? Bestiality laws. You want to smoke weed. Whatever it is, you want to do drugs and just run around rampant like a little bastard in the earth. You can do so. Verse 17. And there shall cleave, it say, and there shall cleave not of the cursed thing to thy hand, that Yahweh may turn from the fierceness of his anger and show thee mercy, and have compassion upon thee, and multiply thee as he hath sworn unto thy fathers. When thou shalt hearken to the voice of Yahweh thy power, to keep all his commandments, which I command thee this day, to do that which is right in the eyes of Yahweh thy power. Let's get this. Deuteronomy. See, the Lord set this up, man. But why did the Lord set it up? That's the thing, man. Why would the Lord tell us not to serve no other gods? But then he put the spirit on your brother or your cousin or your father, your mother, auntie to entice you. Now, in this chapter, right, the Lord said he was going to raise up, he was going to raise up a prophet from among our brethren, right? Check this out. When you read up, tell about the Lord raising up a prophet from among our brethren, Yahweh. This is Deuteronomy 18 and 20 say, but the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. And the brother I did a lesson, I think it was Tuesday night. What the day is? Thursday. I think it was Tuesday night. And he mentioned a precept in Deuteronomy 18 and 20 that I posted on the comment board for the brother. And this is heavy, man. So it say, but the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods. What Nathan I'm speaking in? Jesus Christ, right? Jesus Christos, Most High Christ blessed, right? But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. And if thou say in thy heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord Yahweh have not spoken? When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass. So they saying the mark of the beast is Christianity, embargo, white women, right? None of those things has came to pass, man. None of those things. Okay, Revelation 13 and 16 is only talking about one thing, not multiple, man. When a prophet speaketh in the name of Yahweh, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which Yahweh have not spoken, but the prophet have spoken it presumptuously. Thou shalt not be afraid of him. So, what we dealing with? Remember what the Lord said. So you got these guys telling you John the Baptist went in the truth, right? Yahweh Shai ain't do no miracles, right? Yahweh Shai ain't do no miracles, man. But it said we are the witnesses. How can we be the witnesses if there was no miracles, man? But we believe this. That's the separation. So why the title I titled the lesson, the Lord's reasoning for false prophets. Why is the Lord reasoning for false prophets in the earth? Because it is. 1 Corinthians 11:19. For there must be, not shall be, for there must be also heresies among you. It must be this way, man, that they which are proved may be made manifest among you. What is this talking about? Who's approved? Let's get here. Second Timothy 3. This is Second Timothy 3. Let's read here 13. It reads, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Right? But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured, buzzword, and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. Where do we learn from? I learned from the apostles of Great Millstone. In Kabbalah Yahweh Shema Shah, I didn't have to go through watching other camps like some brothers did. Then they came to Great Millstone. The brother the Lord put the spirit on to wake me up to the truth. I came straight through the apostles, man. I watched the apostles. I watched the apostles for a couple years. I ain't had to go through no other group, man. Call out Yahweh Shema Shah for that, man. But continue down the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of. Assured of. What's this is? What's assured? In Luke 14 it say, count the cost, man. Right? In Luke 14:28, it talks about you counting the cost. In Romans 14:5, it talks about a man being persuaded in his own mind and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learnt them. Okay? This is First Timothy 17. It reads, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. Who? The apostles of Great Millstone, man. The elders and elder bishops of Great Millstone, man. Okay? So going back, the Lord say it must be 1 Corinthians 11:19, For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are proved may be made manifest among you. Right? It tell you in, let's get this. See, we know who's approved among us, man. 1 Corinthians 4:15, it reads. Let me show you something. 1 Corinthians 4:15 reads, for though you have 10,000 instructors in Hamashiach, it's a lot of people teaching. It's a lot of people claiming that they got the truth, right? But you already got some slow belly talking about nobody had the 100% truth of the Bible. So the Lord say, He's going to send a comforter, and the comforter shall teach you all things. Okay? He said the comforter shall teach you all truths. That's what Yahweh shall say about the comforter. It's going to teach you all truths. When you read Hebrews 6 and 9, it say things that accompany salvation, though he does speak, man. The things that's acquired for salvation, 100% truth, man, is here at Great Millstone. Okay? Through our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, through Yahweh Shema Shai, through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, is 100% truth, man. Things that accompany salvation, though he does speak, man. 1 Corinthians 4:15, for though you have 10,000 instructors in Hamashiach, yet have ye not many fathers. Who are these fathers? The apostles of Great Millstone. For in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, I have begotten you through the gospel. Let's get this word real quick. Fathers here. Because we don't, it say, though you have 10,000 instructors, it's a lot of guys that's teaching that you're a Hebrew Israelite, right? You know how many counts we can name that's not telling you about the mark of the beast, man? You know how many counts we can name? We'll be here all day. These niggas ain't telling you about the mark of the beast, man. And you and all you slow bellies out there that's following these camps, you're gonna find out that the apostles of Great Millstone have been on point since they've been saying it decades ago, man. Been saying it. Everybody else said it was something else. Well, you're gonna come around and find out it's what the apostles said it is, and what the scriptures say. These are the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. And everybody has deviated except the apostles of Great Millstone, man. Everybody has deviated from the words of the Lord. And everybody is hypocrites, man, and antichrists. That's what you is. And when you try to double back and change your words up like Nate with Jacob's trouble and the mark of the beast, listen, that's going to show your congregation that you are a hypocrite. You know, if they don't see that you're a hypocrite, that's the Lord. The deceive and deceive are his. So this word for fathers is say, oh, let me play this word. Hey, everybody finding out, hey, that these guys are hypocrites, man.
Strong's G 3962. Pater. Pater.
So it's a the originator and transmitter of anything. Well, this goes back to Abba Bivens, man. Okay, Abba Bivens was the Elder Abba Bivens was the original and transmitter of the truth, right? Then it say the authors of a family or society of persons animated by the same spirit as himself. These are the apostles. It say one who has infused his own spirit into others, who actuates and governs their minds. This is the apostles right here. You can't get around this. One who stands in a father's place and looks after another in a paternal way. The apostles, a title of honor. The apostles, teachers, as those who pupils trace back the knowledge and training they have received. The apostles, man. Okay? The apostles. So the Lord said again, for there must be, 1 Corinthians 11:19, for there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you. Only ones approved among us is the apostles, man. So the Lord's reasoning, the Lord's reasoning for false prophets is this: for there must be also heresies among you, man, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you. That we're gonna know who's teaching sound doctrine and who's not, man. Let's get this. This is Second Chronicles, right? Here's Second Chronicles 18 and 18, right? It reads, again he said, therefore hear the word of Yahweh. I saw the Lord sitting upon his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing on his right hand and on his left. And Yahweh said, remember it say, therefore hear the word of Yahweh. I saw the Lord sitting upon his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing on his right hand and on his left. These are the angels. And Yahweh said, who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one spake, saying after this manner, and another saying after that manner. So here is two angels. It's saying one spake, saying after this manner, and another saying after that manner. So that's two angels. Lord, I got an idea. Then there came out a spirit and stood before the Yahweh and said, I will entice him. And Yahweh said unto him, wherewith? So here's a third angel telling the Lord, I got a better idea than both of those guys, right? And he said, I will go out and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And Yahweh said, thou shalt entice him, and thou shalt also prevail. Go out and do even so. So here's the Lord telling his angel to go out and do it. Now, therefore, behold, Yahweh hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of these thy prophets, and Yahweh hath spoken evil against thee. Right? Ezekiel 14 and 9. It's the Lord, man. It's the Lord, man. Let me read up some here. So here in Ezekiel 14 it say, verse 6, therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord power, repent and turn yourselves from your idols. What's your idols? Your camp leaders. They ain't giving you sound doctrine. Your camp leaders, man, they lying to you, man. The same ones that got the 501c3, man. That's your idols, man. They're not giving you sound doctrine. Therefore, say unto the house of Israel, thus saith Yahweh, power, repent and turn yourselves from your idols and turn away your face from all your abominations. For every one of the house of Israel or of the stranger that sojourn in Israel will separate himself from me and set up his idol in his heart, your leader who you're following, whether it's Chidi Snakes, or Theflo Dollar, Gino Jennings, Mark the Messenger, Marcus Rogers, Jan Bun Ephraim, Marcus, Marcus Rogers, I mentioned. These guys, man, it's a lot of them out there, man. Your TBN pastors, it say, will separate himself from me and set up his idols in his heart and put up the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face. Michael Jordan, okay, your rappers, your allegedly stars that made it, allegedly made it. It say, and cometh to a prophet to inquire of him concerning me. See, here's the idol that you put. It say, therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord power, repent and turn yourselves from your idols. So right here say, and cometh to a prophet, your idols, to inquire of him concerning me. I Yahweh answer him by myself. If the Lord dealing with you, man, he's dealing with you, man. You don't got to be going to somebody that's lying to you, man. The Lord say, real quick, let's get this and come back in Jeremiah The one thing the Lord did do, he says it's going to be heresies among us, man, that we may know who is approved by Yahweh to teach sound doctrine. Jeremiah 3:15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So, let's go back and say, and I will set my face against that man, and will make him a sign and a proverb, and I will cut him off from the midst of my people. And that's why there's a separation in Israel right now, man. That's why there's a separation right now, man. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh. And if the prophet be deceived, when he have spoken a thing, I Yahweh have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. And they, who? The congregation, shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. Let's get this. The Lord did this, man, because he's the master chess player, man. It's Jeremiah 14:13. Then said I, our Lord, Yahweh power, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword. Didn't Nate say ain't gonna be no Jacob's trouble? Neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you assured peace in this place. You see, there go that word assured again. Then Yahweh said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination and a thing of naught and the deceit of their heart. So you got these guys, they ain't telling you about famines. They're not telling you about the pestilence. They're not telling you about Jacob's trouble. They're not telling you about the mark of the beast, which is about to be made mandatory. They're not telling you about World War III, which is brewing up heavily. They're not telling you about these FEMA camps. Revelation 2:10, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. What is that talking about? And who own the prisons? So who is the devil that's going to cast some of us into prisons? The so-called white man. Who own the prisons? The so-called white man. It ain't rocket science, but they're not talking about it, man. It's a thing of naught and a deceit of their heart. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not, yet they say, sword and famine should not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. Hold on. Guess what? Like I said in Ezekiel 14, all you who follow behind these wacky, slow-bellied devils and the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword. And they shall have none to bury them. It say they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them. Okay? In Job. And why do you follow these guys? Let me show you why you follow these guys. Show you why you follow these guys, man. Because Nate called the apostles and the elder bishops, everybody that's at Great Millstone, he called us bummer lights. Okay? Bummer lights. Bummer lights, they called us. Faith-based Israelites. Right? Show you why you following these slow-bellied niggas. Job 12:6. The tabernacle of robbers prosper. It's not IUIC and ISUPK and GOCC and all these other camps, man. All of them. You name one. Every last one of these camps, man. All of them, man. Every last one of them, man. They are all tabernacle of robbers, man. Job 12 and 6. The tabernacle of robbers prosper. Through who? Through the Lord, man. The tabernacle of robbers prosper, and they that provoke God are secure. You see it? Into whose hand God bringeth abundantly. You niggas keep coming to my comment board about this nigga Mark the Messenger, man. That nigga is a robber, man. And the Lord is blessing that nigga. Guess what? We're gonna find out in the end, though. We're gonna find out in the end, man. Job 12 and 6. The tabernacle of robbers prospered, and they that provoke God are secure. Into whose hand God bringeth abundantly. Hold on. You know I gotta get it. Proverbs 26 and 10. The Lord blessing these niggas, man. You think he got this nigga got 335,000 subscribers, Mark the Messenger. You think the Lord dealing with that nigga, man? Proverbs 26 and 10. It said, a great God that formed all things, both rewardeth the fool and rewardeth transgressors. Come on, man. Can't get around it, man. And it's cool. But back in Job, it said, the tabernacle of robbers prosper, and they that provoke God are secure, into whose hand God bringeth abundantly. Right? It say, get this. So like it. Computer tripping on me now. It say right here, verse 13. It say, with him is wisdom and strength. He have counsel and understanding. Behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. He shutteth up a man, and there could be no opening. Behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up, like we did in the valley of dry bones. Also, he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth, which is what? The truth, right? They say, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his, man. Okay? So the Lord's reason for false prophets is what, man? It's to destroy you, man. The Lord set these guys up to destroy you, man. This is Titus. The Lord set these guys to destroy you, man. This is Titus 1 and 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. And look and say, one of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Christians are always liars, even beasts, slow bellies. And one of the it's been many guys that came out of IUIC and said that Nate was going off. Them guys is going off. It's been many guys come from these different camps and say these guys is going off, man, because they're not holding to sound doctrine. It say one of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said the Christians are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies. And that's these niggas, man. That's these niggas, man. Slow belly niggas, man. Let me get this before I forget it. In Matthew, right? Forget this. In Matthew 23, starting at verse 27. Listen to this, man. This is why the Lord set up false prophets, man. This is why. This Matthew 23 and 27. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you are like unto whited sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones and of all uncleanness. When you go back to Michael 3, it tell you about how they flay the skin up there and chop up their bones for the pot, for the cauldron. That's these guys. When the Lord say, but are within full of dead men's bones and of all uncleanness. It said, even so, ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within you are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. Woe unto you, let me put this in the red because this is Yahweh speaking. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you build the tombs of the prophets and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous. Right? Look what these niggas said. Yahweh cold with it, man. He say, and say, this is what the Lord say, this is what they say, and say, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. Yahweh shall say, wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourselves that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets. You see it? You are the children of them that killed the prophets. So what's this talking about? Right here in Matthew 27, right? That's what these niggas said, man. Yahweh said, you are those that killed the prophets. You the same ones. What does that mean? Reincarnation. You the same ones. See it right here? Matthew 27:25. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and our children. Yeah. These are the same ones coming back, man. Over and over and over, man. They are the same ones, man. Let's get this. Ain't nothing new about these guys, man. These are the same guys, man. It's Galatians 1 and 6, it reads, I marvel that you are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of a Mashiach unto another gospel, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you. Remember the Lord say, woe unto them that trouble you, right? In 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6, it say, I marvel that you are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of a Mashiach unto another gospel. So here's these guys removing you from the truth, man. Okay, by lies, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of a Mashiach. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed, man. And what these guys is doing, they done threw out the names of Yahweh Shema Shah, okay? And they're not telling you about prophecy, man. This is about prophecy, man. This is about getting out of here. This is about prophecy. This is about preparing ourselves for the battle, man. Oh, let me get that in Ezekiel. Come to think of it's in two places in Ezekiel. Let's get this one though. Ezekiel 13 and 4. Say, oh Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert. It said, you have not gone up into the gaps, and even though they out there in the gaps, they still ain't giving you the prophecies, man. It say, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the day of battle, and to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord. This is about a battle that's coming. Okay? This is about a battle that's coming, man. That's the point I want to make. In Ezekiel, also, 7 and 14, it said, they have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. You see, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city Famine and pestilence shall devour him. So this is about a battle that's coming, man. It is saying Second Ezra. Let me read it from the phone. In Second Ezra, chapter 16, in verse 41, in verse 40 reads, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So these guys, and you see the prophecies going on, man. The Lord just had these devils to blow up the the Russian pipeline, man. What you think gonna happen, man? These devils is pushing heavy. The MOTB, man. Okay, we looking forward to December 13th with Biden Bucks, man. Okay, we looking forward to it, man. Lord willing, man. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of this place, man. Lord willing, man. But every day, the Lord is doing things, man. The prophecies. And they are not talking about them, man. Okay, you can liken these guys to this guy, man. Martin Lucifer Queen, man. Check this out. Jeremiah 23 and 23. Let's read this. I'm going to close with this. It say, Am I a God at hand, saith Yahweh, and not a God afar off? Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him, saith Yahweh? Do not I feel heaven and earth, saith Yahweh? I have heard what the prophet said, that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed. Who said it like that? Exactly that way. Martin Lucifer Queen. He said it twice. I have dreamed, I have dreamed. How long should this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yeah, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart, which think, and this is what they doing, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. The prophet that had a dream, let him tell a dream. And he that hath my word, let him speak my word faithfully, which is the chaff to the wheat, saith Yahweh. See the separation? There's a separation there. So, Lord wins edifying. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekat Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops and elders, a great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, ready concepted or not, and a sincere salutation to all the argument, pushing the truth and believing in truth, but the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waiting on the hope for the elect. And shalom to the Aqua who are listening and learning. You few sisters who are listening and learning. Lord was edifying to next time I say shalom. Wa Paul, Wa for tuning in. May Yahweh Shema shall continue to bless you in your houses. Stay prayed up. Just read this. Romans 16 and 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses, contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned from who? The apostles of Great Millstone, and avoid them. Avoid everybody else outside of Great Millstone, man. Avoid them, man. For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahweh Mashiach, but their own belly, and by good words, and fair speeches, deceive the hearts of the simple. And what did the Lord say? Pray not for them for their good. Okay? What the world think is good is not good to the Lord. For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahweh Mashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. You see, it said, for your obedience is come abroad unto all men. I am glad therefore on your behalf, but yet I will have you wise unto that which is good and simple concerning evil. I gotta get this. What is that? First John, I think it is. That First John 5. Let me see. Um, hold on for a second. Let me see. So, let me jump back. Hmm. You know what? Let me get on. Hold on. Bear with me for a second. Okay, I was way off. Second John. Second John 1 and 10. It reads, if there come any unto you, and bring not this doctrine. I read in Galatians 1, right? It talks about how they pervert the gospel, man. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, your spirit, neither be him Godspeed. But he that biddeth him Godspeed is partaker of his evil deeds. Okay? These guys, man, they're not coming with the gospel of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Period. Let's read this. 2 John 1 and 9. Whosoever transgressive and abideth not in the doctrine of a Mashiach have not power. He that abideth in the doctrine of a Mashiach, he have both the Father and the Son, man. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither be him Godspeed, man. So I just want to make those points, man, because these guys, man, and they ain't gonna stop. And the Lord don't want them to stop. Why? Because it's supposed to be heresies among us, man. It's supposed to be this way, man. Hey, and this keep us sharp too, man. It keep brothers on point. It keep brothers sharp, man. That's what this does, man. Let me see. Oh, let me get this. In Isaiah, in the cold part, man, the Lord cold, man. So this Isaiah 28 and 7. It reads, it say, but they also have erred through wine and through strong drink are out of the way. The priest and the prophet have erred through strong drink. They are swallowed up of wine. They are out of the way through strong drink. They err in vision. They err in vision. They stumble in judgment. Why they err in vision? Because the Lord, hey, it's the eye solve, man. And you would think somebody that been in long as these guys have some of these leaders of these other camps, they err in vision. They stumble in judgment. For all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean. Nate and them say you can have sex with your woman on the Sabbath. Okay, your hun them say you can pop your woman in the butt. Okay, for all their tables are full of vomit and filthiness, man. So that there is no place clean, man. How you gonna tell somebody they can take the mark of the beast, but then you can repent? That ain't in the Bible, man. You adding to the words now. King David said the same thing, man. Let that table be, man. Let's get it. Songs. These guys are a trip, man. But it's okay. Because the Lord say it's supposed to be heresies among us, man. It's supposed to be this way. The Lord wouldn't have it any other way, man. Okay? Any other way is uncivilized. It's Psalm 69 and 22. It said, let that table, let me read up one verse. So here's King David talking about wicked jakes, man. It say, hold on. It's verse 16. Psalm 69 and 16. Hear me, O Yahweh, for thy loving kindness is good. Turn upon me according to the multitude of thy tender mercies, and hide not thy face from thy servant, for I am in trouble. Hear me speedily. Draw nigh to my soul and redeem it. Deliver me because of my enemies. Thou hast known my reproach and my shame and my dishonor. My adversaries are all my adversaries are all before thee. Reproach have broken my heart, and I am full of heaviness. And I looked for some to take pity, but there was none. And for comforters, but I found none. Who is King David talking about? It say, they gave me also gall for my meat, and in my thirst, they gave me vinegar to drink. We know this is Yahushua. That applies to Yahushua, right? He say, let their tables become a snare. This happened to the Lord on the cross. They tried to give him vinegar to drink on the cross, right? But he didn't take it. It say, let their table become a snare before them, and that which have been for their welfare, let it become a trap, right? Oh, let me get it here. What's that? 59, I think it is. Bear with me. Let's see. 59. No. He said, amen. Hold on, bear with me. Let me put it up there. He said that it wasn't an enemy that reproached him. It's been a minute since I read it. Let me see. Okay. I don't know why I be thinking. Okay, Psalms 55. It's been a minute since I read it, so it's a lot. So it's Psalms 55 and 12. And 2/3 of our people are our enemies, man. It's Psalms 55 in verse. Let me read up a little bit. So let's say right here. Let's start at verse 11. So let's say Psalms 55 and 11. Wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets. Who is her? Jerusalem. Okay? Wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets. For it was not an enemy that reproached me, then I could have borne it. See, this is how the Lord do, man. Like I read in Titus 1, man. It said they are the circumcision. These are the ones that's beguiling us, man. For it was not an enemy that reproached me, then I could have borne it. Neither was it he that hated me that did magnify himself against me. Then I would have hid myself from him. But it was thou, a man my equal, meaning the Israelite, my guide, and my acquaintance. Okay? It's your people that's doing it. It said we took sweet counsel together and walked unto the house of God in company. See, let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick into hell, for wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. You see, and that's why I was watching a lesson. It's been some months ago. Oscar Bar brought this out one night. I was at the plantation. Man, and it just makes sense why King David said this, man. Psalms 101 and 2. I will behave myself wisely in a perfect way. Oh, when wilt thou come unto me? I will walk within my house, my spirit, my body, my mind, with a perfect heart. I will set no wicked thing before my eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. To what? To perverting the gospel. It shall not cleave to me. Lord willing. Lord willing, man. A forward heart shall depart from me. I will not know a wicked person. Lord willing, man. Hey, cause it's an easy thing for the Lord to do this to us, man. Have you somewhere bugged out, man. Hey, so Lord was edifying. Again, you gotta give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. Abundance to the apostles and the bishop and elders, a great millstone who well, who teach well. For the apostles and elders of all Israel, already accepted or not. In the sincere salutation, taught the heart, pushing this truth, from believing this truth, but the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking the door for the elect. And shalom to our work for this, learning you few sisters of this. Lord was edifying tonight, telling us, say shalom. Walk, for tuning in. May you have about Shema Shah continue blessing your houses. Stay prayed up. Hey, yeah, the water for the precept, con. Yeah, the sun 55. The water. So until next time, shalom. Walk, The water for all your precepts. The water.